Look at the truck sitting right beside you. You are standing next to a machine specifically engineered to challenge the most dominant product in American history. Over at General Motors, President Alfred P. Sloan recognized this shift. He and his Chevrolet general manager, William S. Knudsen, targeted Ford's blind spot. Knudsen was a former top Ford production executive. He knew exactly how rigid Ford's production system was, and he used that insider knowledge to plan a targeted strike. Competing on price alone against Ford was impossible. To win, Chevrolet had to offer a leap in accessible technology and style. Their answer was the 1927 Capital Series. Look under the hood of this Capital. Instead of an antiquated flathead, Chevrolet dropped in a 171 cubic inch overhead valve inline-4 engine. It was an incredibly efficient design for an affordable vehicle. For 1927, they made oil and air filters standard equipment. On the severely dusty, unpaved roads of the era, this simple technology protected engines from grinding themselves to pieces. Now check out the floorboards inside the cabin. Driving a Model T required juggling a confusing array of planetary foot pedals and a hand throttle. The Chevy gave drivers a modern 3-speed manual transmission and a standard foot-operated accelerator. Look up at the dashboard instrument cluster. See the integrated fuel gauge? Before this, checking your gas meant pulling over, unscrewing a cap, and dipping a physical measuring stick directly into the fuel tank. These specific engineering and ergonomic upgrades changed the definition of driving, moving it from a dirty, physical chore to a refined, user-friendly experience. The Capital Series was also highly adaptable. Chevrolet sold the half-ton AA and the heavy-duty 1-ton LM platforms as bare chassis to coach builders, who transformed them into everything from buses to fire engines. The cabins were built using a standard 1920s manufacturing technique, wrapping outer steel panels around an intricate internal wooden frame made of ash or oak. If you've ever tried to restore one of these, you know the nightmare. Water inevitably seeps between those steel panels, causing the wood structure to rot from the inside out. Rebuilding that skeleton is one of the most difficult challenges for restorers today. On the outside, GM utilized Harley Earl's newly formed art and color section to introduce the concept of corporate styling to the budget market. Look at the exterior details. The old drum-style lamps were replaced with aerodynamic bullet headlights. It features fully crowned fenders and a redesigned radiator shell purposely shaped to mimic the premium Cadillac line. The Capital Series proved that a mass-market, budget-friendly commercial vehicle no longer had to look cheap or strictly utilitarian. The impact of the Capital Series was immediate. In May 1927, Henry Ford finally blinked. He completely halted his production lines. Ford was forced into a 6-month blackout, scrambling to design and retool his factories for a modernized successor, the Model A. This chart shows what happened during that vacuum. The Chevrolet trendline skyrockets, surging past the 1 million vehicle mark. When we add Ford, the scale of defeat is clear. Ford's sales plummet, dropping below Chevrolet. The Capital AA had claimed the #1 spot. Look back at this Capital one last time. This machine won the 1927 sales race by establishing the blueprint of platform sharing and yearly styling updates, the exact systems that defined the global automotive industry for the next 100 years.